Hi, this is Shelley, and I'm doing a video response to ZJMTV and her video called Allowed to Exist, John Eichelberger, who is a senator from Pennsylvania who happens to think that the quotes that will be following were totally taken out of context. Totally taken, just blowing it out of proportion. We'll be the judge. Yeah, I know, the makeup's a little heavy today, but you can deal with it.
How would he want to encourage stability in gay couples?
Go ahead, John Eichelberger.
I wouldn't. I mean, they can practice whatever sexual activity they'd like to practice, but there's no reason to give them special consideration. We don't give them special consideration in Pennsylvania for any reason. Why in the world would we allow them to marry?
But Mr. Eichelberger, you say that why would you give them any special treatment? It's not giving them special treatment. For a long time, pretty much the entire time of history, marriage has been about adding stability to a society. And although members of the LGBT community do not represent a huge portion of society, we do help take up some of the slack that heterosexual, like yourself and others, seem to miss. What could this possibly be? Families. You guys are always preaching on and on about family values and yada yada yada. Yet there are so many children in the foster and adoption agencies that'll never know homes or families because their sexuals just had to have a child.
This isn't about a relationship. How would you encourage gay couples to be able to provide for their families?
John Eichelberger, go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't.
But what does that mean?
What do you expect
There's
of
no
them?
reason to encourage that kind of behavior in Pennsylvania.
Well, so what do you expect from the LGBT community? We are doctors, lawyers, personal care physicians, pumping gas, whatever. We're in all portions of society, and we're law-abiding citizens on the most part. The majority of pedophiles and everything such like that generally come from, can you believe Bob was a serial killer? Straight couples. Of course, I think it's just because of repressed sexual tension, but that's me.
Can survive.
Well, that comes back though to the definition of family, and that's where we differ. I mean, you can call it a family, and we can call all sorts of things families. I mean, we can say that a 3-party marriage is a family, or 7 or 8 people, or marrying younger and younger children these days, and doing all those.
Now you say traditional or conventional family, but you know what? There's no such thing as conventional and traditional family. If you look at the Bible, how many wives did Solomon have? What was it, about 700? So you can take your conventional family, but then again, conventional family throughout most of history has meant the passing of property, namely women, into servitude to a man. It wasn't about love. You know, I read this wonderful book. It was called The Female Mind, and it basically showed how much crap women actually put up with from men. One of the titles from one of the chapters, it's dealing with menopausal women, and the chapter was titled, "Oh my God, who are you and what did you do to my wife?" Because women, once they hit menopause and their little need to reproduce ends, they stop putting up with guys' crap that they've been dealing with for years. So your whole idea of traditional families goes away the dodo.
One second, but are you saying, Senator Eichelberger, that by their very nature, homosexual relationships are dysfunctional?
Yes, I guess I would say that.
Well,
yeah, how could we possibly believe or take out of context any of this? We are such horrible people. How could you ever hope to work with us?
Should our only policy towards those couples be one of punishment to somehow prove to them that they've done something wrong, or should we help them live their lives?
We're allowing them to exist and do whatever every American can do. We're just not rewarding them with any special designation.
It's not.
Well, thank you, Master. I'm glad you weren't whipping me at the post no more for being gay and a transsexual. Actually, I'm more of a lesbian than gay. I always find that funny when people go, oh, nice makeup bag. Even though most of the time I don't wear makeup in my videos. But it's so nice that you guys aren't lashing us or disemboweling us or pretty much anything to do with, like, an Inquisition. Because, well...
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.